Are you ready to dive deep into one of the most complex and impactful stories of modern history? In this video, we uncover the shocking legacy of Belgium's role in Rwanda, from the colonial roots of ethnic division to the 1994 genocide, and the ongoing tensions that continue to shape Rwanda's fight for sovereignty and independence. Why should you care? Because this isn't just history, it's a story of resilience, resistance, and the enduring struggle against neo-colonialism. We'll explore how Belgium's actions, both past and present, have shaped Rwanda's trajectory, and how Rwanda is standing up to external pressures in its quest for self-determination. From the RPF's victory in 1994 to the explosive expulsion of Belgian diplomats in 2025, this is a tale of power, politics, and the fight for justice. If you're passionate about understanding the world's most pressing issues, uncovering hidden truths, and hearing the untold stories of nations rising from the ashes, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now to join a community of curious minds who aren't afraid to ask the hard questions and explore the stories that shape our world. Don't miss out, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's uncover the truth together. Let's start. Colonial rule in Rwanda, 1916 to 1962. Colonial acquisition. Rwanda was part of German East Africa until World War I, when Belgium took control of Rwanda and Burundi under a League of Nations mandate, later a UN Trust territory, after Germany's defeat. Belgium ruled Rwanda from 1916 to 1962, when Rwanda gained independence. Ethnic division and institutionalization of racism. Before colonization, the Hutu, Tutsi, and TWA groups in Rwanda coexisted with fluid social and economic roles. Ethnic identities were not rigidly defined. Belgium introduced a racialized hierarchy, favoring the Tutsi minority, about 15% of the population, over the Hutu majority, about 85%. The Belgians viewed the Tutsi as more European-like and superior, based on pseudoscientific racial theories. They issued identity cards in 1933, rigidly classifying people as Hutu, Tutsi, or TWA, which entrenched ethnic divisions. The Tutsi were given privileged access to education, administrative roles, and power, while the Hutu were marginalized. Reversal of policy and Hutu empowerment. In the 1950s, as decolonization movements grew, Belgium shifted its support to the Hutu majority to maintain influence. This reversal fueled resentment and led to the 1959 Hutu Revolution, where Hutu elites overthrew the Tutsi monarchy. Violence against Tutsi escalated, and many fled the country, creating a Tutsi diaspora. Independence and escalating tensions, 1962 to 1994. Independence, 1962. Rwanda gained independence in 1962, with a Hutu-dominated government. The Tutsi minority faced systemic discrimination and periodic violence. The exiled Tutsi formed the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, in Uganda, seeking to return to Rwanda and challenge the Hutu-led government. Path to genocide. The Hutu-led government, under President Juvenal Habyarimana, propagated anti-Tutsi propaganda, labeling them as enemies of the state. In 1990, the RPF invaded Rwanda, sparking a civil war. The government used this to further demonize the Tutsi population. The international community, including Belgium, failed to intervene effectively as tensions escalated. The genocide against the Tutsi, 1994. Trigger. On April 6, 1994, President Habyarimana's plane was shot down. The perpetrators remain disputed. This event triggered the genocide. The Hutu extremist government and militias, Interahamwe, launched a systematic campaign to exterminate the Tutsi population and moderate Hutus. Belgium's role during the genocide. Belgium had peacekeepers in Rwanda as part of the UN mission, UNAMIR, but they were withdrawn after 10 Belgian soldiers were killed by Hutu extremists. This withdrawal weakened the UN's ability to intervene. The international community, including Belgium, largely failed to act to stop the genocide, which claimed over 1 million lives in 100 days. Post-genocide and Belgium's continued influence. RPF victory and new government. The RPF, led by Paul Kagame, ended the genocide by defeating the Hutu extremist government in July 1994. Kagame became the de facto leader of Rwanda, first as vice president and later as president. Belgium's attempts to influence Rwanda. After the genocide, Belgium, along with other Western nations, sought to maintain influence in Rwanda. However, the Rwandan government, under Kagame, resisted external pressure and pursued an independent path. Belgium and Rwanda had strained relations due to Belgium's colonial legacy and its perceived failure during the genocide. Rwanda accused Belgium of complicity in the genocide and of trying to dictate its post-genocide policies. In 2000, Belgium apologized for its role in the genocide, but tensions persisted. Belgium's accusations against Rwanda in the East DRC conflict. In recent years, Belgium has accused Rwanda of involvement in the conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, particularly in supporting the M23 rebel group. Rwanda has consistently denied these allegations, stating that it does not provide support to M23. Despite Rwanda's denials, Belgium and other Western nations have continued to level accusations, which Rwanda views as part of a broader pattern of neo-colonial interference in African affairs. Rwanda expels Belgian diplomats. March 17, 2025. On March 17, 2025, Rwanda took a decisive step to assert its sovereignty by ordering all Belgian diplomats to leave the country within 24 hours. This move was a direct response to Belgium's persistent attempts to interfere in Rwanda's internal affairs and its neo-colonial approach to diplomacy. The Rwandan government condemned Belgium's pitiful attempts to sustain its neo-colonial delusions, emphasizing that it would no longer tolerate external pressure or interference in its domestic and regional policies. Belgium's colonial policies in Rwanda laid the groundwork for ethnic divisions that culminated in the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, which claimed over 1 million lives. After the genocide, Belgium's attempts to influence Rwanda's leadership were met with resistance as Rwanda sought to rebuild and assert its independence. In recent years, Belgium's accusations against Rwanda regarding the conflict in the Eastern DRC and its continued neo-colonial approach have further strained relations. Rwanda's expulsion of Belgian diplomats in March 2025 underscores its determination to reject external interference and uphold its sovereignty. The legacy of colonialism and the genocide remains a painful and contentious issue in Rwanda's history.